The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, the ceremony was delayed, and understandably so, but at last, the Hall of Fame class of 2020 was enshrined. And what a class it was. Led by Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and of course, the late, great Kobe Bryant headlining the 9 inductees. There was tremendous poignancy with Kobe's inclusion coming so recently after his tragic death. And it was a night that none of us are going to forget. Guys?
Thank you, DA. On Monday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard. And then on Wednesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Damian Lillard, Aldridge out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Beal in at the 2 guard. Carter out there with Garnett. Then it's Nash. Then there's Kobe. And it's O'Neal in at the center position. Greg, you played over a decade in the NBA. Is there an opening day that you remember most that sticks out in your mind?
No doubt. The very first time I put on that Knicks jersey, you know, your rookie year, the game was in Orlando. I got to play 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, especially on a really good team. And it was an awesome experience. That was a moment you had dreamt of your entire life if you grew up wanting to play basketball, man, and I was pumped.
That's a great story. Tatum passes to DeRozan. Good work defensively by Carter.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anymore.
Nash with the bucket.
And the jump shot of Nash. Poetry in motion. A super efficient shooter from downtown.
Beal the pass to Tatum. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Tatum with it. Now Garnett defending. And Lillard kicks to DeRozan. Now Beal. Passes to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Top of the key. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Bryant finds Carter. Offensive rebound. Here's Garnett. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Tips it, and it's Aldridge on the follow.
That was a long time coming. Took them 5 attempts to get their first bucket.
Gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And here's Bryant for 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. The pass to DeRozan. It's stolen by Carter. Over Tatum. Here's Garnett. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Down low, here's Tatum, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Garnett.
Well, that's the thing. Tatum's sneaky. He understands how to put the defender at a disadvantage.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
And what you love about Tatum is that scoring gene, but with efficiency, both from the field and the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Lillard against Nash. Bryant, that's for 2, and the shot is long.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Back to Lillard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. On the wing, Kobe fires from the corner. Jump shot is good.
Yeah, and you got to know Bryant looking to shoot as soon as he gets the ball. The D can't give him any daylight.
Pass to Tatum. Three-pointer. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Beal can't get it to go. And 36% in this first quarter trying to get their bearings. And here's Nash outside. Hits it from three-point range. Nash has got 6.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Aldridge dishes to Tatum. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. And that's now 7 points for Jason Tatum. Gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And Bryant kicks it over to Nash. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Beal, the pass to Aldridge. Dishes it to Lillard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Outstanding quickness of Lillard. It keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul in these drives.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Throw good, Damian Lillard.
What you love about Lillard is his drive. He wants to keep improving. He's a super competitive player.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
To the middle, here's O'Neal. Banked in off the glass.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Pass to Tatum. This one for 3. Carter pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Oh, Tatum in position. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Lillard. Great showing for him last season. How about 30 points per game, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Here's Carter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Lillard, the pass to Tatum. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Garnett.
He's forcing things a little bit.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Buries it from three-point range. Tatum's got 10 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Ball's knocked loose. Beal with the steal. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Parker surveying the floor. Iverson kicks to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. To the paint. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, man, the basketball IQ of Rose on display. I mean, it's just excellent work breaking down the D in the pick and roll.
Now here's Duncan. Iverson with the ball. Over Rose. Iverson kicks to Parker. Top of the key jumper, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Back to Tatum. Outside Rose. Over Duncan. And it's Rose missing. Bring it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Here's Nowitzki. And it's off the back rim. No good. Just 35% to start the game. Launches the 3. Here's Tatum. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Duncan. To the inside. And Griffin sends it back.
Well, it's huge whenever Griffin comes up with blocks. I mean, you'd love to see him be more consistent in this area.
That's good.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
So many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
And Tony Parker drops them both. Gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Rose passes to Ingram. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Parker's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Rose against Duncan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and Derrick Rose, Kevin, with a new beginning after knee injuries derailed his career. He said, look, if load management had been around back then, he might still be a Chicago Bull.
And Rose drops them both.
And Derrick Rose, the youngest ever MVP in 2011, and it was the subsequent year that he sustained that first knee injury.
If you think back, he was playing over 40 minutes a night on a regular basis, and their team had 2-hour practices, tough ones, on off days. And so how can you keep up that type of demand on your body? Teams now tend to be more cautious with the burden they put on players.
Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
Now here's Iverson from 20 feet out. And it's Russell with the rebound. Iverson's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. 1:46 left in the first quarter of the game.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
Nobody near Allen. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Parker. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And Parker just super efficient at shooting from inside the paint with shots like that one.
Here's Russell. Duncan with the block. And here's the fast break. Floats one. Allen finds Duncan. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. Wade, he's checked in for Parker. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
.59 seconds left in the first. Wade surveying the D. Iverson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Iverson's got his second basket of the night. Being only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. From deep, Walker. And it's D. Wade with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. Now checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. .26 seconds left in the first quarter.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
That's the art of rebounding in a nutshell. Box out, hold your ground, and haul in the miss.
Another shot. Iverson with some nice D. Here's Wade, and it's Wade slamming it down.
And the vertical of Wade still remarkable. A high-flying two-guard who loves sending it home.
And so it's the home team in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive as they come. Here's what he had to say.
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after me, I'm going to be right here for it. And, you know, he's the ultimate example of that, somebody that's going to come for your lunch. And that's just what it is. I'm always ready for the challenge.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
Ingram is out there with Griffin. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. First one falls for him. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Iverson. And he makes both free throws.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Passes it to McCollum. Lock at 6. The 19-foot shot. Rebound by Yao Ming.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Wade slams it in.
Wade loves throwing it down. I mean, the D can't allow him to get that type of position.
Here's McCollum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over Wade. And the basket by McCollum.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Allen's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. McGrady against Walker. Over in the corner, Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Now, this is the fire you love seeing. Now, Brown doesn't back down from anyone. He relishes getting his revenge.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Griffin, no one around him, misses off the right height. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Wade from outside. Whoa! I mean, that's a rugged play.
Gracious. And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Both teams will make substitutions. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You look at Tatum, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
Beautiful job by Tatum right there. I mean, the ball handling skills incredibly advanced for such a young front court player.
Here's Wade inside and stolen by Aldridge. Left side, Beal over McGrady. The shot by Beal, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now here's Wall. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Down low, here's Tatum. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
McGrady against Tatum. The offensive rebound.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
It's stolen by Wade. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
I like the awareness on the court from Wade. He's excellent at scanning the floor to set up the open team.
DeRozan on the wing. Over Carter. And it's DeRozan missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's Wall. Outside Tatum. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Vince Carter picks one up.
Now, Tatum is lanky. I mean, long. I mean, you think you got him defended. He ends up getting to the foul line.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. And that one falls for Tatum. Gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. And Lloyd Pierce wants a timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
take a look now at some numbers for Beal. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 30 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
On defense, the home team. 17 points was their biggest margin. The 3 from Tatum.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter and hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Here's McGrady. It's good from long range. McGrady's got 8 here in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
To the middle, here's Aldridge. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Nash, the pass to O'Neal. From deep three-point range, Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Beal can't get it to go. Here's McGrady. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. McGrady's got 10 points in the game. Here's the pass to DeRozan. Over Carter. Aldridge trying to break free. DeRozan's shot is off.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
From deep, Wall. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Nash kicks to McGrady. From downtown, it's rebounded by Aldridge.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Wall. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Knocks down the 3-ball. DeRozan's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Nash, the pass to McGrady. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. That's tipped. Aldridge dishes the Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That is his first foul of the game. Ryan is checked in for Tracy McGrady. So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett.
And now a look at Jason Tatum. Last season, he played outstanding. 15th in scoring, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago.
And how about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
Pass to Aldridge. Steve Nash pulls it in.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Oh, Tatum in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you see Tatum using that insane reach on the catch. I mean, he can go get it.
Nash kicks to Carter. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 5 assists in the game.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Now, here's DeRozan. Here's Tatum, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Drops in the tray. Carter's got 9 points now in the quarter.
I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Here's Nash. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Now here's DeRozan. Here's Tatum. Rejected by Nowitzki. And stolen by Lillard. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Rose throws it down hard.
That's a throwback dunk from Rose. How can you not love watching him get up and finish like that?
Outside, Kobe. There's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Kobe's got 7 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
The finish, and Lillard throws it down.
Encouraging to see Lillard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that steal.
Nash the pass to Kobe. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Tatum. Lillard with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 10 points in the quarter.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Kobe passes to Carter. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And he's able to get it back. Carter, that's good.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
Goes up at the stripe, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. That's a 2 from Lillard. From the top of the key, he buries it. He's got 16.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
And so it's the home team out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Taking a look at this home squad, Kenny, give us your take.
They run their offense to precision, and the difference in field goal percentage, it's striking. They're moving well, running good sets, and the D is just totally flustered. I can't see their lead going anywhere but up in the second half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. They've got Kobe, Garnett out there with Carter, then it's O'Neal, and it's Nash in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. To the paint, here's Bryant. That one, no good. Great D that time from Beal.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's 2-on-1. Pushing it up. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one. At 52% from the field. They're clicking. Great with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan. It helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And Bryant gets it to go.
They needed that. They were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Outside Aldridge. Lillard outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room. It's a break. Nash's shot is off.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
And that one drops.
We've seen Bill evolve as a playmaker, including how he spots his open teammates.
Passes it to Garnett. Bryant looking over the floor. Shoots the 3. Tries again. O'Neal. And stolen by Tatum. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. The quick look, no good that time. Out to the right wing. O'Neal against Aldridge. O'Neal kicks to Carter. Back to O'Neal. Just 5 to shoot. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And stolen by Nash. And they're moving it up. The 3 from Bryant. And he's good on the 3 ball. Bryant's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. On 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Iverson passes to Garnett. Parker dishes to Iverson. And there's the pass to Garnett. Allen with it. Fires the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Allen's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Parker with the steal. It in off the breakaway.
Yeah, and even though he's a little older now, Parker still possesses exceptional speed. He really turns on the jets in transition for easy looks like that.
Lillard from outside. And Griffin slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roll that freely on the glass.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. And the first one drops. Yao checked in for Kevin Garnett. And so he makes both from the line. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals. And they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college road.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Iverson kicks to Duncan. Now here's Griffin. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Parker passes to Iverson. Yao trying to get open. Yep, that one goes. Iverson's got his third basket of the night right there.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up. But that's what they're looking for. They need him to take on a bigger role this game.
Gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's Duncan. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Duncan.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Brown outside. But they'll get another chance. Griffin passes to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
And here is Parker. 8 points for him. Lays it up and banks it in. Parker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Parker really as good as anybody when it comes to attacking the rim and finishing.
A floater. McCollum, no good. Gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Ray Allen is on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Iverson against McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Iverson dishes to Duncan. It's Parker outside. Second shot opportunity. He gets that one. Allen's got 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Russell passes to McCollum. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Good on the triple. He's got 11.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
And they get it. And McCollum with the layup.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Now Parker. 10 points for him. To the inside. Griffin with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Brown. Ingram trying to get open. Excellent D there from Allen. Gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And he knocks down the first one.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for Iverson. Rose with the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. A very nice season for him last year. He put up about 20 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Iverson with the block. Wade passes to Iverson. Count it.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Free throw good. Iverson. Being around 48% so far in the third. Outside, Walker. Pass to Ingram. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Rose. And finished off by Griffin.
Artist in the air. I mean, the elevation, the hang time, the strength of Griffin. It's amazing.
Wade kicks to Iverson. Popped up there for Wade. And Wade slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Getting about 42% so far. Rose passes to Ingram. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Beyond the arc. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Allen, that's good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Outside, Walker. The dish to Griffin. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Rose. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Duncan inside. He's covered by Ingram.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Here's Ingram. He has 6. Over Iverson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know what a kind of competitor he is? I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Walker's got his 2nd bucket tonight. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
There's the double team with Walker. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Nowitzki for 3. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Brown. Griffin trying to get open. Brown, good. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And Lloyd Pierce wants a timeout.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for DeRozan. Great showing for him last season. 15th in field goal percentage and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And as you said, one of the more efficient scorers in the league last season. He showed great shot selection, terrific efficiency, and more often than not, he got it in there. Here's Lillard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You can't do a lot to stop Lillard. He's amazing at absorbing contact on these drives.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
What's up?
Free throw good. Damian Lillard. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Tatum draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
Aldridge finds DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Beal. The rebound by Kobe Bryant. Bryant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. McGrady. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Here's the break. Aldridge wide open. He fires. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter. Now here's Bryant. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
And you really got to appreciate that swag that Bryant plays with. If you give him room to shoot from deep, he's going to make you pay.
And so it's the home team in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Bradley Beal is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Tatum, no good. Getting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Got that bucket in no time at all. Bryant's got 11 in the second half.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
Here's Garnett. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And slam dunk by Tatum.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Pass to Garnett. And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That's foul number 2 for him. Carter, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Carter against DeRozan. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
McGrady against Wall. Here's Nowitzki. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. Nowitzki hits them both. Here's Wall. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now, and that's going to be a travel.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do, man. Make matters worse.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. McGrady dishes to Nowitzki. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he makes the first. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. DeRozan against Carter. Garnett with the block. They recover it. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
McCollum's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Beal taking his time here. Passes to Tatum.
Well, I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion he's shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance.
Shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Here's McGrady. A second chance effort. And it's sent back by Aldridge. They retain possession. And that one falls for Nowitzki. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6th plus foul, and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the sixth foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
I like that.
Yeah, the footwork, the positioning. Tatum's a difficult cover inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. Yao, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. So he gets them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. The pass to Nowitzki. Kobe kicks to Nowitzki. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
And Nowitzki is one of the deadliest shooters of all time. Every time he lets it go from deep, you just get the feeling it's going in.
And stolen by Nowitzki. Fast break, here they come. And Bryant wide open, he shoots. No good from outside. Gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Beal's shot is good.
This is what you think of when you hear Bill's name. A dangerous three-point shooter.
Parker drives in. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
Pass to Tatum. From deep three-point range, Carter pulls it in. Gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And Kobe throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Wall passes to Aldridge. Hits the three-point bomb. Aldridge has got 11 in the second half.
And the awareness of Wall, a guy you can count on to find the open man.
And here's Carter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. O'Neal's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. To the paint, here's Yao. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Man, you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half and still none since the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Tatum on the wing. Defended by Shaq. Gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th. Sinking the majority of their shots.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
Gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Oh, Tatum in position.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Parker passes to Kobe. Bryant is doubled. Over to the wing. Trying to get open is Carter. And there's Shaq. That's good on the assist by Bryant.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Russell feeling it out a bit. The chance here for Aldridge. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Aldridge has got 7 points for the quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Carter with the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Carter's got 20 points.
He logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Down low, here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
McCollum against Kobe. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Pass to McCollum. Unloads from 13. Rebound by Yao. Yao's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Kobe. And the dunk by Kobe.
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
Russell against Parker. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Shaq. Offensive rebound. Here's Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
And I love how Aldridge uses his size to hold his own against defenders and just routinely scores up over the top.
Pass to Carter. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. And he sinks the second.
Carter just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
And he nails the 3rd. Gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Walker against Wade. Walker's shot is off. And the ball really well in this game, 58%. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, man, you got to love Wade. He's always a threat to knock it down from there.
Doing fairly well in the 4th, around 48%. Carter against DeRozan. It's blocked by Shaq. Wade outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Wade is a powerful 2-guard, someone who forces these shots in despite getting whacked.
A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other. But ultimately, nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
That free throw good from Wade.
I mean, I don't think most fans can understand the experience and leadership that Wade gives to his team and how huge it is. He's a fantastic player who commands respect.
Outside, Walker cranes the three-pointer.
There you go, his first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down, maybe even get him going a little bit.
Shaq in the high post. And there's the feed to Wade. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
DeRozan surveying the D. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Wade with the defensive effort. DeRozan's gone only 3 of 10 here from the floor. Here's McGrady, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis. Yep. You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Griffin on the double team. Duncan down low. Griffin's there. Good.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way. An alley-oop maestro. Griffin is consistent at finishing off any lob thrown his way.
Gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. McGrady passes to Duncan. The drive by Wade. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
The pass to Griffin. Back to Walker. Over Parker. Shot's good by Walker.
The form Walker has on his jump shot is just poetry in motion.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And Carter has it in the corner. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Walker. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Up top, Griffin, guarded by Garnett. DeRozan's shot is off. McGrady outside. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.